still here in Bangkok, and we're currently dining in Le Bois, the Breeze restaurant. And we're celebrating our small success for getting the resident permit card from Sweden. And tonight I'm going to share with you guys how we did it, and hopefully it can help you, and also you can be approved just like what happened to us. So I will just link down below in the description box where you can find the list of requirements. But for us, we also provided more supporting documents such as bank statements, bank certificates, and some of my visas, because I have like certain number of visas since I've been traveling around before I met my partner. So it depends on your situation, but the more you provide your proof or evidences of your relationship, the better. And also you can provide more of the pictures in chronological order, with some of the picture with relatives and friends. That will be really nice as well. So yeah, that's it for our requirements. In the application form, we actually become more detailed than usual. It's like we created our own biography, because in application form you will state like your life story, like your educational background, your family background, also your life before you met your partner. And also I think it will help out that for us, for my partner and I, we almost have the same educational background and family background. And also we also put there that my family knows him, and also his family knows me. Even at that time, we're still in a virtual meeting when we say hi to each other, but you know, we're talking to each other. And also in the application form, we put there like our relationship, how it blooms, the struggles that we've been through and how we overcome those struggles, you know, our life during pandemic as well, and also like how we managed to survive like on a long distance relationship, because it's really hard, and how we actually make it happen. So yeah, I think it will have a strong I think chance for you if you make it to the point that you can put like as detail as possible. And I think for us it became more like dramatic in a way, but it's not like to exaggerate it, but we've been through a lot during this past 2 years, and we believe that it's like a written history of our relationship. And also I think if the person that will review the application form will be moved by it, I think they will not require you to be interviewed, because for our situation we become like not just detailed, but also being like, you know, it's like a novel for us. Like we became very chronological, and we were very in sync. We submitted our application from different countries. I was in Philippines during the time, and he was in Sweden, and we just have a virtual call. So you should be in sync together. While you're filling up the form, he should be on the other side, or your partner should be on the other side, because you know, he should guide you as well, and he should know what you're going to write in the application form. Because on his end, once you're done with your application, they will send a link or like a application form again that he needs to fill out. Now it's his turn, and you know, the reviewer will think that, oh, okay, so they're really in sync and they're really in the mutual committed relationship. So that's what you have to prove to them. So we started our application form by June. I think it's just later week of June. And then I went to Sweden by a visit C visa by July. And then I stayed there for like 3 months. After that, I went to Turkey for a month, and we received the granted application notification by the second week in November. So we tried to ask them if we can leave the biometrics there in Istanbul, but they said no. So we have to go to Bangkok, because in Asia, I think Bangkok is the hub for processing of the residence permit for Sweden. So we have to go to Bangkok. We arrive in Bangkok by November 8th, and then I leave my biometrics by November 11th. And then they notified me by November 29th that my residence permit card is ready for pickup. But then I was in Phuket that time. I was in south of Thailand, so I can't get it. And then I was able to pick it up by December 9th. So I think total it's like 4 weeks. But then when I picked up the 4 months rather, sorry. But when I picked up the card, when I saw it, it actually arrived by November 25th. So it took them 4 days to notify me from the day that I left my biometrics, and the day that they notified me, it's around 2 to 3 weeks, I think. Yeah. So in total, it took us like 4 months plus, less than 5 months. So it was quite fast, and they didn't ask for the interview. And I will tell you some tips and tricks, or not tricks, but tips and suggestions to help you out. For example, what we did probably that affected the decision of them not to ask us for an interview. So the first one, more is more. The more evidences or proof of your relationship you could provide, the better. Because what we did, for example, for the supporting documents, we didn't just put the mandatory. We put more of that, like the bank certificate, bank statements, the visas that I have before, also like some chronological pictures with friends and family, like detailed dates, and then the timeline, how our relationship evolved as you're getting involved with some of your partner's family and friends affair, or like not affair, like events, in their life. I'm just saying that you have to show that you are in a very serious committed relationship. Put it in chronological order. The pictures that I told you about, put the dates, like so that your reviewer or the immigration officer that will review your application will actually understand the story. How did it start, and how it evolved as a relationship, how you've been through some struggles and how you overcome it together, and how did your relationship get like so much stronger during the pandemic, how did you like lasted for so long, and how did you communicate it during long distance relationship, those things. And also like what we did, we became quite dramatic about it as well, because while we're putting all the pictures and the dates, we become very emotional, because it's like your timeline. It's like the timeline of your relationship, and you will see how far you've come. Like, it will also be like your testimony of your love. So be as detailed as possible and put it all in chronological order. Get your partner involved. So this is the last but not the least, the most important one, because this will show how committed or invested your partner is with you. So you have to show them that your story is actually in sync, and it's not a one-way street. So your partner should actually have a share on the story, and his part is as important as your part. So make sure that your partner knows what to say and what you're going to say in the application form. So the story should actually be match and also be thorough, because I think that's also one point why we didn't get asked for an interview, at least for our situation, because we're so detailed. Like it's like a novel. It's like a timeline. It's a history of our relationship. So be thorough as possible. More is more. The second one is be chronological. The third one, get your partner involved. Be in it. Like, just do it together. That's it, guys. So I hope this video will help you out in your application, and I gave you some tips and suggestions. But again, this is not like an assurance that your visa or your resident permit will be granted. This is just help out, or this is what we did. I just hope that it will help and you will get some tips. But yeah, all the best and good luck with your application. I hope it will be approved. Bye bye.